If you have not got a village, raise up your hand. You know when they say, oh, it takes a village to raise a child, it takes a village to raise the mom as well. It takes a village to help the mom recuperate after birth. I want to know what you guys did when you gave birth or before you gave birth. How did you manage your recovery process? What did you put in place to help you? And who did you call when you had those moments? Did you have someone to talk to? Did you have someone to, call in times of emergency? When those postpartum hormones kicked in, was there someone for you to talk to? Of course, your husband will be there, your family will be there, but sometimes it's not always about those people, and they may not be able to relate to the situation you probably are at that moment. Well, I had my pregnant buddies. I had a friend who gave birth after me, and I have a friend who gave birth before me. And those were my to-go people that I always just run to and rant and complain and ask questions like, did you notice this? Oh, okay, it's not only my baby. It's not only my baby. Oh, okay, so it's not only me. Yeah, so this happened to you too. Those kind of conversations you have. And then your mom friends, probably older moms who from experience, they will also give you a tip or two to help you through your journey. Well, having said that, I would also like to know how you guys prepared yourself for the postpartum journey, because if you're living abroad and you haven't got that family, you haven't got that support system to help you, it's wise for you to plan. I've got a bit of both. I've got friends and families I can talk to, and I've got a couple of friends in my city that could literally come through for me. But sometimes when you have a few people in your cycle, you don't always want to bother them because they've got life to deal with as well. And you yourself have to show for yourself because now you're a mom, or you're a mom to be. So you just have to like brace up for this journey, try to be strong. And you start thinking, you think about a lot of things to do to help yourself, to help relieve the stress, to help save you. Basically, for me, I would say a couple of things that helped me plan postpartum journey was, actually thinking about it and envisioning myself like nobody is coming to save me, nobody is coming to help me. Even though I had people who would come when I call on them, but I just pictured it as, girl, you're on your own. It's just you, your God, and your husband. You guys just have to figure out stuff for yourself because you're the new parents now. Anyway, so one of the things that helped me was, I would say, number one, having my hair prepped before giving birth. I've never carried hair that long, but every time I needed to go out, hospital appointments, even after delivery, I didn't have to bother about my hair. I had to relax my hair. I used to be on natural hair, which is tough to maintain. But then I had to go natural. I had to relax my hair to make it easier to maintain for me, even though I don't like it. And then I had braids, which literally covered me for like 2 months or 2 months plus. Then I had to set up like nest and make sure everything was in place. At least 90% of things were in place, because when you then give birth and the baby comes, you start seeing other things that you need for yourself and for the baby. What else did I do? Yeah, meal prep. You still the meal prep you normally do, like maybe just have chicken or stew in the freezer. That's something. But when you probably not be able to stand for long hours to cook as you used to, due to giving birth, due to not having time, due to your recovery, whatever the situation is, doesn't necessarily even mean because you're giving birth. Just to make life easier, meal prep is a huge deal. For my meal prep, what I did was, I think it was basically my first time to try it, and I cannot lie, it made life easier for me because all I had to do was literally go to the freezer, pick up stuff, and if I have to put it together, put it together. If I just have to warm it in the microwave or leave it on the side for it to defrost, there we go. Like, it just comes in handy. I'm a big fan of proteins. I went to the store and I got all my proteins: turkey, fish, beef, and chicken. I had prepared these proteins. I made sure all of them were cooked. I had stock from them. I had dried some of them, I had fried some of them, and I made soup and stews out of, these proteins. So I had like a tub of stew, depending on what kind of stew I fancy. If it's turkey stew or fish stew, I've got a tub for each of those. Then I had different soups that I made. I had, if you're Nigerian, you know the soups. I had egusi, I had opono, I had granite soup because it's one of my favorite soups, and I had pepper soup, of course. So I just made the soups and I put them in little tubs, like takeaways. I just put soup and stews and I labeled each of those tubs. Literally took my husband to the kitchen while I was putting those tubs away to freeze them, because I didn't know how the situation would be by the time I come out of the hospital. So when I say get me stew or soup, you need to know where to go to. You need to know what to look out for. So I labeled all of them, put them in the freezer. Then the leftover proteins, I labeled them, put them in Ziploc bags and put them in the freezer. I also had stock that I brought from these proteins. So the individual proteins had their individual broths and stock. Even when I finished eating the soup and stews I had made, which was over a month after giving birth, I then proceeded to using those proteins to make fresh food. If you're Nigerian, you know how long it takes for this food to cook. Imagine having your protein already sorted and all you needed to do was like to mix or blend ingredients and mix. It cuts the time by like half. It's just easier. So that's what I did. Please let me know in the comment section what you would do, what extra thing would you do, because now that I'm going back to work, I still want to do meal prep, because I don't know how this new journey being a mom and going back to work will be like. So I'm just thinking of what to do to make my life easier for that phase. I'm thinking of like very handy foods that I could make, for example stir fries, having to marinate like diced chicken, diced beef, for whatever stir fry you want to make, that can just put it together and you've got a healthy, nice meal. What other ideas would you suggest that could make my life easy, or that already makes your life easy? Please let me know in the comment section. Until my next video, bye.